Well, let's talk more about that because the Greens could be a real headache for Labor when it comes to the super tax. They're reportedly considering their own model, and that would set a 20% tax on superannuation earnings with a 5% rebate, but no tax on unrealised gains. What do you make of this, and how concerned are you that Labor will have to eventually horse trade with the Greens on this?
Well, first off, I think either Anthony Albanese or Jim Chalmers should have gone a couple of days ago with a couple of bucks and bought the Australian newspaper and read Matt Cranston's front page article, which talked about this. This structure. Ken Henry's been talking about a better structure than taxing unrealised gains. Now the Greens have picked up on this. They are logical structures, where you're taxing real earnings, real income, not a pretend profit gain that may never eventuate. Obviously, the government has to get the Greens to agree because that's the only way I'll get it through the Senate. So to me, it will be. There's better ways, and the government needs to stop or drop this unrealised capital gains tax as quickly as they can to stop doing having a negative impact on the superannuation sector.
Yeah, I mean, the government keeps getting warned by people like yourself, by economists, that there are other ways to deal with this, but it just seems very determined to get this through. Now, I want to ask you about new analysis by Westpac showing that the federal government is on track to out-borrow the states for the first time since the pandemic. And of course, mind you, the states are on track to borrow a collective $115 billion, while federally it'll be about $150 billion. It's a lot of money. How is this sustainable?
Well, unfortunately, it's not. It's not sustainable, and will be close to $1 trillion of debt. The Commonwealth will have, and so any 1% movement in interest rates, if interest rates go up at some point in time, that's $10 billion of money that could go to schools and hospitals. The government has to get this debt problem under control.
Yeah, and they're going to leave us with $1 trillion of debt at the same time. So it's not looking too good. Geoff Wilson, really appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks.